Coming back in now with game number 2 from this best of 5 series from the Kaspersky Arena Tournament. The finals specifically, something about the word finals. It just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and apparently it just makes pro players play on ridiculous levels. Spawning on the map, Yansu, we have in the top right corner your red Zerg player, Liquid TLO. His opponent, taking a very bloody game number 1, the Acer Blue Zerg. Oh man, that zoom, it's getting me every time on the second player. Oh, we'll get it. Hey, we got a best of 5 here to perfect our craft. Maybe I'll go practice that a little bit between games. Nerchio, having faith in the build. We see a 10 pool coming out yet again. This actually, was this earlier than a 10? I feel like this was like a 6 or an 8. And he's building up to 10 afterwards. Is he going to have? Yeah, he's going to have the 3 larvae. He's going to have this last larva just pop. And he's going to have this overlord out. So it looks like it's going to be 6 Zerglings again. TLO thrown off by that in the very early stages. Actually defended this early pull beautifully, but went on to lose to the Zergling timing that followed. Nerchio got out Link Speed and some Banelings pretty quick, and actually got out a nice cluster of Banelings. Whereas TLO rushed to a lair, Roach Speed, and +1 damage for them, all coming in at very solidly fast times with the hatchery that he got off early. But just not enough. It came down to the mobility of the Zerglings and their ability to continuously pick off individual roaches. That just gave Nerchio the game. TLO could not get the momentum that he needed with his roaches. And it was a hell of a micro downhill slide for him. This game so far, everything looks very similar. The 6 Zerglings start to pick off on this early hatchery for TLO. He's going to rally out 4 Zerglings just like before, and I would guess grab 4 or 5 drones, right? 4 or 5 drones? He's got his gas up. No, he's going to cancel this time. He's going to play this out differently. This is interesting. Maybe he feels that holding that hatchery in the first game didn't quite give him the advantage that he needed. He is going to wait until they get into the mineral line, then he's going to pull drones. He's actually going to mineral path with them so that he surrounds the Zerglings. This is going to move some drones around to sort some of that Zergling damage onto different drones. He's even going to keep the drone alive in his natural. And I believe so far, oh, it's actually really close. I was going to say I expect TLO to be coming out of this with a drone advantage, but it's only by 1. TLO does have his own Zerglings coming out now. Oh, he's going to lose. No, he's not. Another extractor is made. And now a 5-on-5 Ling battle ensues. 1 Ling gets caught, though. Surely that's going to, in time, end this for Nerchio. He's going to try to leave, but the Queen's going to get some attacks off. TLO may even be able to trap some. Yep. Nerchio gets out with 2 Zerglings and 2 hot on his tail. And so the stabilization begins. That's 2 Queens out now for TLO, and he's a couple drones ahead. Very similar, 3 drones. 2, actually. 2 or 3 drones, either way. Very similar to game number 1. The hatchery finishes first for Nerchio, just like before. So, actually, he may be able to catch up. Not like before. TLO had to rebuild his. Nerchio's hatches at the same time that he did it before, but in the last game TLO already had this and so was able to keep this drone lead, but this time TLO lost it. I think he did better defending that last game. I think TLO defended this exact same push better in the last game that he lost than he has so far in this game, and that's troubling because he went on to lose that game. If he hasn't done as good defending even the first little push, then he's backslidden quite a bit. Now the good news is that there is an advantage that he had in last game that he's also got in this one. That is the Ling Speed. He got gas way earlier than Nerchio. Ling Speed's about to finish, and this time TLO's cooking up a lot more Zerglings. We still see there's still 2 in the cooker. And I think he just got a larva inject. Okay, here comes the production, and it looks like it's mostly drones. But TLO just got his link speed, and this is a lot more Zerglings than he had last game. Nerchio's going to have to build Zerglings to respond to this. He's got larva, he's got a little bit of cash. We see 4 Zerglings coming in, but you know what? With the link speed, they're already across. Nerchio's going to have to block his ramp. That should save his main. Maybe he can mineral path the drones in there. Actually, he's gonna get a queen caught. He's gonna get all the drones out, but the wall isn't up. He's gonna get 2 more queens caught. TLO with the nice size pack of Zerglings at just the right time. He should get some drone kills here even, and he needs to get them. He's 3 behind right now. That's not huge actually. If he's producing, yeah. Matter of fact, the drone is leveling out, and the Zergling counts are going to about level out. With the production rounding out here, we're actually going to see Nerchio end up with a little bit of a Zergling lead. TLO is going to take this time to scout around, and he's going to use his Zergling speed to juke a little and try to pick off another drone. Doesn't quite get it. God, 1 health. Literally 1 hit point on that drone. He does get it. He splits 1 ling out. God, TLO, you are a master at your craft. I love watching his stream, watching him listen to his classical music and micro Zerglings in ZvZ. God, he's so smooth at the way he does it. Constantly boxing and reboxing different Zerglings and giving different minute orders to little packs of them. Second gas comes up for TLO. Third and fourth gas come up for TLO. TLO does not have the drone lead here, but he does have a lair lead by quite a bit. Nerchio's gas coming in a lot later, just like in game number 1. His speed coming in a lot later, though it is finishing now. And this is a similar time to when Nerchio threw down the Baneling nest before, and then went in for his big Zergling Baneling attack. This time, though, TLO's going to turn a smaller timing back towards Nerchio, while looking to go for a Spire timing. That's what I was going to say. 4 gas really quick. The lair faster than Nerchio. This is going to be a Spire, and with the gas that TLO is capable of bringing in, and with the money that he's going to be starved of, I expect to see a solid amount of Mutalisks come out with this Spire. I think we might be looking at as many as like 8, although the way TLO does it, it may end up being something a little bit more like 6 or 7, and then a +1 damage. A couple Banelings going off. Nerchio loses some Zerglings. TLO has a big pack of Zerglings here, and he's still got a Baneling. He uses the Baneling to kill a couple Zerglings and damage drones, and now he's using these Zerglings to take out the damaged drones. My God, the number of times I've said Zerglings in the past 15 seconds. I'm going to say it a couple more. The numbers are even. They're going to bounce back and forth a little bit. TLO's going to find an inn and take out another queen. That should make the Ling battle go a little bit towards Nerchio, though. And sure enough, TLO's going to take out as many as he can, but ultimately falter there. And, oh no! TLO losing a Baneling to a single Zergling. And a matter of fact, did armor finish or something here? Why am I... Yeah! Wow! Nerchio got +1 armor. That makes Banelings no longer one-shot Zerglings. And all of a sudden, his Zerglings are really resilient. The Mutas are coming out, though. And it's tough to be resilient against something you can't kill. It can eventually wear you down. No, this is the Zergling. I'm waiting to see him come. We've got 3 on the... Yeah, here we go. We see a couple coming out. They're collecting up, it looks like over here. Nerchio, he's going to dive in. Again, the Baneling just doesn't quite pull off what it needs to against the Zergling, but a Baneling will make it very easy for a Muta to kill them. The 1 armor does negate bounces, though, so again, that's going to change things up a little bit. TLO's got the 3rd base established. Nerchio's going to come in here to try to do something to it. Nerchio's got a lot of Banelings, but TLO with those Mutalisks, he should be fine in this defense. Matter of fact, Nerchio knows that he needs to back off. The total count we're up to right now is 8. 9 Mutalisks, actually. Another one pops. And TLO does not go in for the Mutalisk damage. He's instead getting Ling armor, just like Nerchio, to try to give him a little bit of an advantage with the Banelings. Now, Mutas can't be killed by Zerglings, but Zerglings are still really fast. It looks like Nerchio's going to try to come up here and just focus down some drones. And he needs to. He needs to do that. 49 to 41. He needs to equalize somehow. He doesn't have a 3rd. His Mutalisk tech is behind TLO. As a matter of fact, I thought I saw a Spire. Did he cancel it? Huh, maybe I didn't see a Spire. I thought at one point that Nerchio was building a Spire, but his was too late. TLO's was way ahead of his, and so there's no way Nerchio would win the air battle. It looks like instead now Nerchio's going to go in for a Nidus. This is going to help him move really easily and kind of get around this roaming pack of Mutalisks. That is, if he can keep it alive. He may not be able to. I kind of expected a Hydra Din to go down with this, but there's no such tech. Oh, it's going to be Queens, actually. 2 Queens. Is he going to try to bring drones over as well? He doesn't quite have the Zerglings in position. Nerchio knows he's had. He's going to GG. There's just too much momentum going here. TLO, with this faster tech, began investing in it and wasn't losing it. He had the same thing going in his macro. He was investing just a little bit heavier in macro than Nerchio was, and he wasn't losing the macro. Very well played by TLO. That's going to bring our best of 5 series to a 1-1. Now, game number 3. Going to see a little bit of a tiebreaker, but it definitely going to go deeper. We got at least a game 4. Maybe we can hold out for a game 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for all those possibilities coming right up.